Good morning and welcome back to the Beef and BArnzy show. Once again, I am joined by internet personality, and he's in his lively red shirt today. He's on Tiger Watch now. Beef Stew, how are you this morning?
I'm good. Yeah, it is. It's a Nike shirt as well. I bought it when they were on sale because everybody hated Tiger Woods. Now everybody's conveniently forgot that he's a scumbag. And they're back to full price. Yeah, it's a good day. I'm excited by our guest today, the always popular.
I am too. And we get a chance to talk about a little bit more about what's been going on with the PBA playoffs. Not a whole lot of super interesting things in the last few days, I don't believe. Anthony Lavery shot 800 with urethane. Yeah. Yeah. Hi, Adam.
Sucks beers down by the looks of yesterday.
Whoa. Yeah. Yeah. If you've never seen Tom Brady drunk, just go ahead and look at some of the footage from yesterday.
He was a little messed up.
He got a little crooked.
Did you happen to see the tweet he sent out about that? Don't worry, guys. It was avocado vodka or avocado tequila.
Avocado tequila. All right. Sure.
He's famous for his avocado ice cream. Everything's got to be health first. So yeah, it was avocado tequila.
All right. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. They might have lost Lombardi privileges forever had that not gotten across the water and ended up at the bottom of the bay. That was beef stew to tofu stew. There you go.
Never. No tofu.
Sweet tea to brown rice, maybe, but not. Yeah. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
It wasn't the throw. It was the fact that thing ain't light. Somebody had to catch it.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one of you Chiefs fans. Where were you on Tuesday, Jason? I saw no hashtag Chiefs Kingdom. Didn't see that on Tuesday.
He's up on my guys. We had 5 guys out for the biggest game of the year, and they're all offensive line.
Yeah. Hopefully you're having fun down in Florida. He's coming. Oh, here we go. My brother Tim shot 844 at Wilkes Bar. Nice. Congrats.
Very good.
844. Sleeping. Yeah, Tom Brady's probably sleeping this morning. He's not in the no days off. No days off. He's not in that mode anymore. Oh well. Should we don't really have much of an intro today, so should we stop messing around and just get Kyle in? I guess Chris has I guess Chris has had some malfunctions. So, well, I don't think he needs any introduction. The man, the myth, the legend, and Players Championship finalist.
It's the Beef and Fro Show.
The Beef and Fro Show, yeah, coming to you live. So, yeah, you took care of business. I think that was the best way to describe it. It didn't look like there was too much drama in your match. Doesn't tend to be when you come out and shoot 260. The last game, it seems like the transition's hitting some of those guys who've been moving up the ladder.
Yeah, definitely. Whenever I've seen that, hi, Barnzy, welcome back. Whenever I've seen that Michael Davidson had advanced and was going to be bowling the title match, I did cross with him for 28 games in Virginia. So I kind of felt like I knew his tendencies a little bit. He knew mine. He might have got to watch me dive deep into my process the last few games on Shark to take the lead. So I did feel just a slight advantage because he had already had a few games on the pair. He did make that big move, I believe, in the 9th frame on the left lane to carry the 4-pin mixer. So I knew that he was going to be going through transition, like you said. And, my practice shots went over pretty well. I did give the trend a look, but I just didn't feel comfortable throwing it straighter with the lanes the way they were broken down. So we decided to move in and curve it.
So what did you use?
I used the idle synergy. That's actually
okay.
I've been using that a little bit more. Actually used it a lot up in Virginia 2 weeks prior to the show. It's got a really clean cover on it. So whenever we get on certain conditions, I'm starting to realize I can use that ball a little bit more. That was nice to get some competition in with that ball, because before Richmond, I really haven't got to throw the synergy much in competition. And it was a big piece in Virginia and a big piece down in Florida as well.
Okay, well, that's cool. Yeah, it's I believe it is a hybrid version of the Idol Pro and Idol Pearl. So a pretty big step down from an Idol, really. Cover
Definitely. Yeah, most definitely. I've been a fan of the Idol core in the past. So, it's always been phase 2 for me over Idol, but it's nice to have that synergy in the bag now with the cleaner cover on it, much cleaner than the original Idol, like you were saying.
So were you kind of surprised how high scoring the lanes were?
A little bit, but then at the end of the day, maybe there was a call coming in, hey, we want some scores. The condition definitely seemed a little softer than expected. But we got a couple days to warm up on it. The pattern really didn't change very much leading up to the show. All the previous shows, there was lots of hold in the middle of the lane, probably the most hold we've ever seen on a 39-foot PBA pattern. It was almost more like the 39-foot PBA house shot, but hey, I mean,
somebody's going to win.
What we're both. Yeah, I mean, somebody's going to win. Somebody's going to throw some strikes, but at the end of the day, I did notice the scores were higher, but I tried to just, like I said many times on TV, dive deeper into my process, not think about how easy the lanes are or how much forgiveness I may have left or right, trying to make the shot on the target I was looking at. And, I got away with 1 or 2. I mean, they weren't my best shots, but hey, the condition was a little easier, so we're going to take advantage of it when we can.
I think that's an underrated process on TV shows, or just period. I mean, we bowl on these patterns all the time that have a name on them, but the job is to identify the scoring pace. And it doesn't really matter if the scoring pace is 240, then it's 240. If it's 203, then it's 203. I mean, a lot of those same patterns were at the World Series at South Point. You weren't struggling to shoot a lot. I mean, I got to cross with you there, and you bombed them. And so the choices have been made based off of what the scoring pace is. And so people get a little too caught up in that sometimes. My general theory is when the lanes are real hard or real easy, the cream ends up getting there to the top either way. And that's kind of based off the PBA 50 Tour in the past and the U.S. Open pretty much most years.
Did you feel like being one of the later shows was a little bit of an advantage because you'd actually seen a couple of the shows where the scores were like really high, whereas on the first show, which I think was the Southwest one, when Chris Kelso came out and he started shooting like 800 the first 3 games, it was like, holy shit, what's going on?
Yeah.
But after the first show, it was kind of like that was kind of a given that was what was going to go on.
Yeah, definitely. I also felt like I had a little bit of an advantage because I got to practice. I mean, I was bowling every day that I could beforehand on the practice pairs. We didn't get a ton of practice on the actual TV pair, but I was just getting reps after reps for a few days leading up to the show, being able to watch the telecast, kind of see how the lanes were breaking down, seeing what the number 1 seeds were doing in the title match. Like you stated in previous, that the guys that ran the ladder hit that transition in the title match. So I was prepared for that. And then, it was a blessing. I guess I didn't really think about it until now that it was an advantage waiting, getting to wait through 3 shows to bowl. But, I was just so deep in my process that I was just taking advantage of all the time that I could get on the lanes, just making shots, making sure my physical game was feeling A grade, having Sean Ryan there. He was busy working with the guys on the show most of the time, but just, hey man, am I still looking good? Yeah, you're all right. Okay, cool. I'm gonna stay in my lane, get back to work. And it was a blessing of a weekend. So
me and Chris have we do have one question. So we saw this article.
Here we go.
Slow bowling, right? And I saw it and it says, Kyle Troup credits bowling 500 games in 3 days.
Frames.
And I'm like, just wait.
Frames.
And I go, holy shit, that's a lot of games. And I click on the article and I'm reading it. And I go, I misread that. It's 500 frames. Jason Sterner, according to his Instagram, calls that Thursday.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I practice 3 days a week, probably bowl something on the weekends, but I never bowl that much. And those 3 days that I went down to Florida and worked with Sean Ryan, I mean, I bowled probably 150 frames a day for 3 days straight, no spare shots, just shot after shot after shot. And that was a lot of bowling for me. Like, I've read the articles, I've read the comments, 500 frames, that's only 50 games in 3 days. I'd do that on Friday night, in Cosmic Bowling. And I'm like, well, I think my 500 frames might be a little bit more in depth of a practice than some of the.
No, I got it. I just thought that it was good trolling. It made all of the one-handers hate two-handers even more. That you saw that was like something that was article worthy. Practicing 17 games a day.
Yeah, I mean, to me, that was a big change for me, and I thought they would maybe use something else in the Flow Bowling article. But when 500 frames, I'm like, all right. And then I think they even said on TV 500 games. Like, yeah, I mean,
just roll
guys, like,
Your boy in North Carolina there, George Pappas says, "Hey, what'd you do for the other half of those 3 days?"
I did go to the gym. Yep, Sean Ryan beat me up in the gym for 3 days as well. He's and the crazy thing is, I got to see Sean Ryan outside of a jacket for the first time in my life.
Weird.
Wow. Yeah.
He's pretty swole. I was like, damn, dude, you work out? Like,
did you
I found out real quick. Just one. Yep. And then funny, it was whenever I led in Virginia, I might have called him a little too late that night afterwards. And, he sent me a text. He's like, hey, man, good job. It's all that needs to be said. Keep moving forward. Yes, sir. I was calling him. Thanks, man. All the work we put in, it's been really good. Don't want to hear it. Just let's stick to the path. But hey, you just got to keep working.
So I know that Sean is fairly paranoid about your and Frankie's weekend activities.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he was definitely a little worried about the COVID. Actually, the week I left Virginia, I was planning on bowling a tournament in Wilson. I decided to take the weekend off. However, I did bowl the Bradley last weekend. That was, what a condition that was. Practicing. I might be practicing 500 frames just to get all the timing issues straightened out after trying to throw it over my left toe. Because, I feel like I was really, really good at doing that. And now my ball, I'm realizing, still has to go to the right a little bit, even when I'm throwing it straight. And it brought me back down to reality with that, wow, I cannot throw it over my left toe. It's either my hand's up the back and it's going right, or my hand's in 2015 position and it's going left. So I'll take a 12th place finish. And
made a few bucks. Move along.
You're a little higher than your friend Thomas Jones.
I think we've had a Kyle. I think we've had a Kyle internet malfunction.
It's the stillest I've ever seen him.
Oh well. Hopefully Kyle can figure out coming out and back in, and we'll figure that one out. Simo says, "Go Bradley."
Yeah, I heard he was aloft in the right gutter cap.
Yeah, fun story. I text Dom and I said, and Dom's like, "Oh my God, this is ridiculous. I can't get a strike. Like, I whatever I do." And he goes, "It's not stopping Simonson. He's still striking." And I go, "Which arrow is he bowling?" And Dom wrote back, -1. So, yeah. I mean, listening to Kyle talk about process and everything else. There you go. Heaters and bomb the brackets. It's kind of funny listening to Simonson talk about bowling on 47 feet or whatever it is. And all oil. What did you do? I threw it really hard. Everybody else is talking about it's the slowest they could bowl it.
Yeah. Yeah, he can't get it up over his toe, and that's the old school way of playing that stuff. It's not really slow. You just go ahead and put it online. And we had Andrew on Tuesday. He saw the same thing. I mean, those shots weren't all that slow. They were.
I think in Andrew's mind they were.
Yeah, they might have been in his mind, but they weren't slowing down much. So yeah.
No, he was. To be honest, Andrew against Kim almost looked like normal bowling. If they hadn't told you their balls had like 240 on them or 220 or whatever it was, you wouldn't have even really realized it wasn't just normal bowling.
The fact that Andrew's ball was going from big four to flush as it went down the lane visually.
Hope you hit what you're looking at. Sometimes that's the problem.
That's a fact.
Here's another one. Playing right is the new playing left. Looks like Kyle's decided to move over to his phone.
All right. We're back. Sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, no worries, mate.
Am I on my iPhone or my headphones? Can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, actually, I just asked that question as I can hear you in my ear. So I guess that
yeah.
Oh,
go ahead and turn. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, we're good to go now.
There you go.
All right. We'll get it figured out.
Yeah.
Where is he?
So we had Simo checking in, talking about throwing lasers.
He doesn't believe it's you because there's no fro.
Yeah, it doesn't. Yeah, no fro. Got to tease them sometimes.
It just wouldn't be a show unless somebody called me for some bullshit that I don't want in the middle of the show.
Every show. It turns out the whole country doesn't like cold weather, so we're just not as used to it here in SC in Texas.
So what were you saying about Simo throwing lasers?
Oh, Simo came on. He was talking about 220 grit heaters lofting the right gutter. So
yeah, that was pretty sick to watch. He might have made $1. He might have made $1 or $2 on A squad as well, but we'll keep that on the low. Don't want Uncle Sam coming after Simo.
he mentioned there might have been a currency exchange.
He put on a sesh. That was pretty impressive to watch. I was overjoyed with my 12th place finish. I'll take it. And the next tournament on the schedule is next weekend. Lots of practice coming up this week. Had to get some golf in on Tuesday. Sorry for all the cold weather folks out there, but
no problem. If the weather was nice outside, I wouldn't be playing golf anyway. So you're not upsetting me, and it's my show. So, yeah. Quick question in regards to the finals. Are we going to be seeing? Are you going to be bowling on the same thing? Is that the deal, or what?
I mean, we're bowling on the same pattern. Whether it's the sport version or the recreational version, who knows?
Okay, so let's play the game like this. Assuming everything's the same, what number could I give you right now that would mean that you would sit down and watch the other four guys bowl for those 3 games?
I mean, I think I need 800 to lead.
Yeah, I was just wondering whether we were in that ballpark. I feel like that Frankie is real desperate for you. Yeah, the 3 of you and whoever the other person is to kind of beat up the middle of the lane, and he's gonna.
He's gonna play that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, so we've got Smalls, Simo, Frankie, me, and the 5th bowler. Yep. Nope. I'm good. Yep.
All 5 of you on the same pair.
I would think so. I mean, that would be the logical thing to do.
Let's be fair. A logical thing would be having more than 3 games to settle a team.
Well, yeah, true. There, I have heard that as well. But
I mean, Frankie's quite happy to take the scores from qualifying and use those. You guys can bowl the 3 games. That whoever makes it up the South still ain't catching him.
No, they could probably take their scores bowled on television and add it to it and still not catch Frankie. He put on a little sesh there. I mean, I expect him to be soft again. I feel like Bolero might want to give away $1 million to start the year out. That is
Certainly
available.
wouldn't upset me. Let's go.
No, I wouldn't be upset either. That's honestly that's the goal. I mean, I've been telling people, I want to go win $1 million. I want to go win $1 million. Like, yeah, as soon as I miss, then I'm not going to think about that. But I think talking about that, I feel like I'm going to bowl 3 really good games. The goal is to lead. With it only being 3 games, going to dive in and just try and bowl 3 of the best games of my life. I don't have to worry about 24 games of qualifying. It is what it is, but I've accepted that it's 3 games to lead the show. Going to be bowling against some incredible talent, but the focus is 3 games of bowling going to Florida, and that's what I'm focused on. And after that, if we're the number 1 seed, like I'm hoping so, then we'll bowl 10 good frames. If not, we'll try and work our way up the ladder to get a chance at the $1 million, and of course, my first major.
So, just out of interest, what's second place? Is that 125?
I believe it's 130.
So you're bowling for 80 grand in those 3 games.
Yep,
because
pretty
it's
much
50 the bottom spot.
Mm-hmm. We've got a lot of there's a lot of money on the line. I say I'm not thinking about the money, but yeah, I'm thinking about the $1 million.
But the people who say that, it's just so fake and pointless and just awful. Like,
I mean, if I would have taken my mask off in the first frame, I would have had the front 8. And then, I was wanting the 10 G's. I mean, that's what I was telling myself then. I was like, they're easy. Let's go get this 10,000. And then forgot to take my mask off frame 1. So then I'm like, all right, well, now it's time to win the tournament. And, but we don't get the opportunity to do that very often, especially on an easier condition, if that's what we're going to be bowling on. So I think it's okay to think about it. I remember when Jesper bowled the Bolero Elite Series and they were given $1 million, and they were talking about it for like 3 days before he even made the show. Like, yeah, that's a lot. And then he missed in like the second or third frame, I think it was. But it's a great opportunity.
I honestly, in the times I've been on tour, I don't think I've seen an easier condition on the lanes for them to bowl a tournament.
I would have to agree. I mean, my ball hooked from 3 and held from 10. Like,
yeah. I mean, and I'm not saying that it's necessarily conducive to it being automatic that people are going to shoot really high scores, because sometimes, like, we bowl on Cheetah. There's no way Cheetah's ever been easier than that is, but it could have produced more big scores because people were so focused on that's exactly what I need to do. Whereas I feel like some of the misses have come because exactly the opposite of what you were saying, where they could throw it to the right or they could get it to the left, and it's hard for them to focus on exactly which one they want.
Yeah, I mean, there is an easier condition, but sometimes you can get out of your process, get out of the zone because it's easier. And, I think some players might have done that throughout the shows. But, we're just going to try and stay laser focused, make the shot. If I think it's a good shot off my hand, everything physical feels good, it's probably going to have a good chance to strike. But the focus is, making sure that it's locked in, everything's tuned in the right way, and we'll take any breaks that we can get, especially if we're bowling in the title match. Bring all the breaks.
Yeah, $100,000 breaks are worth a little bit more than the only difference is you've got to take on the age-old adage that, like, if you do manage to get a good break to win the $250,000, you're still going to be fuming next time you bowl like a $3,000 sweeper, and you 9-pin to not win it, and you're just like, God damn it! It was like Mika missed the show the week after he won the $250,000. I think he missed by 1 or 2 pins, and PA turns to me and goes, "There's not a person alive, maybe not even his wife, who feels sorry for him right now." They go, "You ain't Mika's family."
Oh, man.
I was like, they're livid.
Yeah, Lena Burns. She's all in.
And the crazy thing is, we have the Players Championship show, and then the next morning is the TSC. So, it's a quick turnaround. So, whatever happens on the show, if I happen to win, I'll probably enjoy the night a little bit, get some good food somewhere, have a beverage or two less than Tom Brady. And,
He was lit up. But to be fair,
that
we don't
was
start
great
till
to
Tuesday.
see. That was
we don't start
great.
till Tuesday. So
We don't start till Tuesday. Well, practice session's Monday. I mean,
but I mean,
I can't get enough of practice. I love it. Bring it on. Give me all the practice. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting week, and then with the TSC, lots of big money up for grabs there. Another major. The game feels good right now. So I think I'm bowling good at the right time, which is what all of us want to be doing, especially during these big swings like we have just about every year.
Switch gears a little bit. About a year ago, you and I bowled in Jonesboro, and you dedicated that win to your mom, and then you just had a 1-year anniversary, and I saw you put a memorial up there, and not to bring this whole thing down, crashing. Is that still kind of a motivation or a remember, something to bring light to her memory?
Definitely. I think about my mother all the time. The be the best you can be. I've latched onto that personally more than just on the lanes. I want to make her proud. I know whatever I do, I'm making her proud. But I think the biggest thing is the be the best you can be. Honestly, at her funeral, seeing all the people that showed up that I haven't seen in many years, that she touched through her job, through running the regional tour with Guppy, through her current job, through the church. It made me realize that, damn, she made a lot of people happy in her life, even with everything that she was dealing with, fighting cancer for 10 years, breast cancer, other cancers that came about from that. And she was still bringing joy to the world, bringing smiles to people's faces. And, the be the best you can be, I take that to try and be like my mom, bring joy to the world. Because I feel like if more people lived with the be the best you can be attitude, we'd be in a way better world right now than we are, and it comes down to the golden rule, treat people like you want to be treated, and just all those things. I do want to make her proud. I want to make Guppy proud as well. I'm blessed to still have him here, watch me catch him at 8 titles. He said it would never be done. And then he was asking me before the end of the year, you better have me on your show. So I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought. But, it was the 1-year anniversary the other day, and it was a beautiful day. It was 60 degrees out. I got to go play some golf with some friends. Had a great practice, had a great workout, trying to just stay on the path, stay positive. When tragedy hits, you can let it beat you up. You can be negative about it. And it definitely beat me up there for a little while after she passed, but, or you can choose to be positive with it. And, with anything in life, there can always be good things coming from something bad that happens. If you lose your job, you're probably meant to get a better job and be happier with your life. Not saying that, I am happy, I would love to have my mother here, but at the end of the day, she's not. But, I'm going to try to be the best I can be, enjoy my life, and make other people's lives better. And hopefully we can all be happy and, enjoy the world that we live in.
Well, I'd say
amen.
Whatever approach you're using, you've turned in your career best year. And you seem to be on your way. You're off to a pretty good start on the building on that right now, being one of the 5 finalists.
And I guess one other point to that was, I dealt with, I seen the end of the road. Like, I dealt with a death. So it made me look at bowling as like, if I bowl bad, it's just bowling. Like, there's always going to be another tournament there. I've dealt with stuff way worse than bowling bad in a tournament or missing a cut. And that because I would be somebody to get upset whenever I bowl bad, maybe not handle it the best at times, but that doesn't really happen much anymore. Yeah, I'm still going to be upset if I miss a cut, but it ain't the end of the world, because there's been.
I thought you were talking about bowling bad. That doesn't really happen much now.
Well, it might have been a small minute since I have, but it's going to come sometimes. I mean, we can't bowl good every week, but it's just a whole new outlook on life. Just blessed to see another day on this earth. It's a great day to be alive. I say that a lot, and be the best you can be. I just want to keep pushing that on people, and hopefully the world can turn to a better place.
Yeah, it's a great day to be alive. I pretty much say that every Monday after Tom Brady's won the Super Bowl.
That was an unbelievable performance. I mean, it's so sick that he won again.
Yeah, it's so great. I hit that guy 15 yards wide open, and amazing how he kept doing that.
Chris, you got your one. Be happy.
15 for 19 for 212 yards. MVP. Him and Brad Johnson. Unbelievable.
And Patrick Mahomes. He had a better game last night than Patrick Mahomes had 2 years ago, or a year ago. So anyway, quickly, for the guys watching the show, and for me and Chris, when you talk about process, I'm not asking you to give away your trade secrets, but in terms of what does that really mean? What does that entail? Because obviously we had the process with the Sixers, and that didn't mean jack shit. So, what does that entail? Like, as a broadly speaking, not necessarily the exact thing you're talking about.
I treat my process a little more than just the process of the game. My process from when I walk into the bowling center, how I carry myself, especially the day of the show. I did find it difficult for me to lock in the 2 days prior when we had optional practices. I could just feel it that I wasn't quite ready. I wasn't quite in my process. But, day of the show, it comes from the time I wake up, telling myself, I believe in a lot of self-talk. That's a big part of my process, telling myself it's going to be a good day. Like, I'm going to bowl well. I'm going to win. And, when I walk into it's almost like a chest up, chest out attitude, carry yourself with positivity throughout everything that you do, because anything negative can really derail that process a little bit. And, the process also comes to the working hard at home. I'm hitting the gym every day. I'm practicing 3-4 days a week, trying to eat better, take care of my body, drink a gallon and a half of water a day. That's part of the process as well. And then when it comes to competing, the process is diving in deep into the process, follow my pre-shot routine. I don't know how much of my self-talk was picked up during the show, but it was a lot of stay present, you and me, stay with me, 6th frame, 7th frame, 8th frame. We say take it one frame at a time, don't think forward, but it's a lot harder to do that sometimes, especially in those big moments. So, my process is a lot of self-talk, a lot of self-belief, and, just trying to be laser focused and not think about anything else. It was at the commercial break, spare 5-bagger, and then we're sitting around and I'm trying to just stay locked in, not think about anything else. Where am I going to line up on my 7th frame? What am I going to do? I'm bowling on the right lane. It's a little tighter, trying to just stay locked into my process of not thinking forward and staying present.
I think this is really interesting. And I think we all have a process of some sort. What does staying in that process eliminate for you?
It eliminates any self-doubt. Like, say I was to go up and throw a split. Damn.
That's what I'm getting at, because I think we all, whether it's nerves, adrenaline, confidence, I just wonder what it is for you that, what's in that process gives you over not going through it.
It eliminates some negativity, even if it's just a brief negative thought, like I go up and I'm split. Oh, I think, I might lose now, but I think it also makes the moment way more manageable for me. Whenever I dive deep into my process, I'm not really thinking about if I win, I'm going to get the bowl for 250,000. If I win, I'm going to get to do this. I'm just focused on my process because, process matters more than the outcome. And Callahan shared a video sometime last week with the players, and that was a pretty strong video. You know, if I stick to my process for 10 frames and I do everything I want to do in my process and I don't win, then I was out bowled. But I still think I won in myself because I never broke process. I bowled a New Year's Day tournament in Virginia. They were ridiculously hard. I broke process one time in 13 games, and it was in the title match of the first frame. I didn't go through my warm-up shots. I was chatting in between the step ladder match, and then we start, and I realized, damn, I haven't thrown a shot in 4 minutes. What do I do? 4-7, flag the spare, broke my process for a frame, tried to rally back, ended up bowling 160 and losing. And there, you know, just so I try to not break process, and I treat it more as if I can stay focused on my process and win the battle of the process, then I win to myself regardless if I come out with the trophy or not. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I think for most people at home, I guess you're encapsulating the process of making a shot with the mental game aspect of it and having it as all encapsulating. Whereas I guess for most people, they would consider those to be two different things. Like how you carry yourself, how you walk around. That's like a confidence, like a mental part of it. And then the other thing is like a routine base type of deal. Like, you know, you do these things that breeds confidence because you're within the process, and then you go out and you make your shot. So no, it's just it's fascinating. You know, I know that you've been big on it, and it's obviously been being successful for you. So yeah, all power to you, bro. Good work.
Thank you.
No, yeah, absolutely. It's I've seen you improve on that side of it, and obviously it's paying off. So I'd say you're on the right track for sure, and following a path that lets you play at or very near your best on a much more regular basis.
So Jonathan says, "Who did you lose to in the final in Staunton?" I had a feeling it might have been him.
Damn, Ronnie Horton.
Oh, mouth of the South.
But the crazy thing is with that was he's bowled this tournament for 20 years. We crossed together in the morning. He told the tournament director he was going to win that day. In the second frame of the second game, he carried a messenger, and he turns around. He's kind of like jokingly like, "This is my year. Oh, my God. Already carried a messenger." And then what happens? I bowl 160, and he wins. Like, you know, some things are meant to be, and it's crazy how that worked out. I mean, you know, I couldn't even be mad. Like, I was mad for about 2-3 minutes, and then I looked at it, and I'm like, you know.
You just can't be mad about losing to Ronnie.
And he's a great guy. Yeah, I mean, you know, I beat up on him a little bit when I was younger in the regional tour. So, you know, I guess I had it coming for me too. But it's crazy how things sometimes, if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. That's something Guppy always said growing up, and I'm a firm believer in that as well.
Fun little Ronnie Horton story, right? And it's fun because it came from a time of something that wasn't fun. So when Martin got hit by the car when we were up in Virginia, Ronnie Horton.
Sorry, doesn't start like that.
Ronnie Horton was crossing with Martin, and Ronnie said, "Oh my God, what happened?" And I go, "Mate, I don't know how to tell you this. He saw the cross and he just walked in front of a car." And Ronnie looked at him and went, "God damn it, you're such a fucking asshole." I said, "I don't know how to tell you, Ronnie." He saw his cross and he's like, "Man, I got to bowl with Ronnie Horton all day." Get it.
Yeah. Watch that leg kick. The definition of a trail leg gone wrong.
Yeah, could you imagine if I had his leg kick? My leg kick would be more of a follow through than my arm.
Oh, God. I think you need to work on that.
Yeah. But yeah, I blame Ronnie for it. I said, "It's all your fault." Martin was in a good mood. He thought this was going to be the time. He was all good with it. Sorry, he was crossing with you. Knew he had no chance.
And
Chris is looking at me like I'm the bad person here. He's the one who sent Martin videos when he was sitting in the hospital bed of us crossing the road. Look this way, then look this way, and then check back once more. Now we can go.
Look left and right. guys.
Too soon.
That's
No.
a goal. That's another golden rule. Look left and right before crossing the street.
And then look back left. Never know if it's going to have caught up.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't know. Well, Kyle, I appreciate you coming on. What are you bowling this weekend?
Probably nothing. Just hanging out, practicing a little bit. Oh, I am bowling Saturday. My brother's running a tournament in Newton at our local center. So I'm going to get to bowl on Shark and hopefully not lose to the house bowlers. But,
right.
you know, we're going to
It'll be okay
use that
if
as
you do.
yeah, it'll be all right. But, you know, I use these local events to hone in on my process, you know, and try and dive into it deep and just sharpen the process up for the big moments. So anybody in Newton on Saturday, come to Penn Station and bowl.
There's I think it's triangle Stephanie Johnson mixed doubles where we all bowl to see who can finish second to Stephanie and whoever she bowls with. I played
Paul Henderson is the chosen one, I guess. This time.
You what? Yeah, Paul
Henderson is the chosen one.
Yep. Friend of the show.
They came up with a Stephanie Johnson rule. You can't bowl with the same person that you've won with previously because her and CJ won like a bunch of times. So they said, forget it. So then she bowled with Clint Johnson and they won. now she's bowling with Paul Henderson. So she's probably going to win again.
Well, best of luck to you guys with that.
But I did beat you, Kyle. I beat you this time. Yes.
Didn't get run over in the challenge match.
No, I might actually be up on totals now for the 3 matches. Let's go.
It's the small things. It's the small things.
She started chirping in my ear. Got out my process. Missed the headpin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, there it is.
It's tough. I actually mentioned Barnes. I said, I don't know how he does it. I don't know how he bowls with Randy at his ear. You're in the 3rd step of your approach and someone starts asking you a question. You're like, oh, shit. What? Oh, it's gone. Oh, boy, that was bad.
Yep. I think back to the quarterfinals whenever they had earpiece in and I had the front 6 and then they want to ask me a question before I step up on the approach. And luckily I got away with it, but the next 2 shots were not good. But I still 2-pin for 299, so I should have just had him talk to me the whole damn time.
You rip it out, and then you can make it look like it's Randy's fault, and everybody hates on Randy.
I didn't realize it, but one of the 300s, well, the only one they count on TV that I did, Randy asked me a question halfway through the game, and I went back and went, holy crap. Yeah, I actually stopped and answered it and whatever else, and then
finished it off. Yep.
So, yeah. But
that was a job.
Anybody you'd like to thank, Kyle?
Just want to thank all my sponsors. You know, Storm Products. You know, the family we got there, the team that we're blessed with is a big blessing. Cool Wick Apparel. I can't wear it on tour, but we'll flash it. We'll flash it on here with you guys. Got to thank the Beef and Barnzy show for having me on, making my Thursday that much better. About to go get some practice in. And Vice, Bowler X, and Team Fish as well. You know, without all my sponsors and people backing me, you know, it couldn't be done. And lastly, gotta love my family and all the fans and friends that I've got on social media that really help me, you know, to push forward and keep being the best that I can be. So thank you to everybody that follows along and supports me. And it's been a blessing being on with you guys.
Well, Thanks for joining us, Kyle. Good luck. I hope you come second to Frankie, but
hey, that's okay. All right. That's all good. Well, I guess we'll see you guys in about a week and a half. Safe travels down to Florida.
Yeah, we'll see you down there. Hopefully we can have a party.
Yeah, we'll have a sweet tea together, Stewie, you and me.
Yeah, exactly. I might even try one for you.
Hey, actually, I need a bet. So high finisher on the show between me and Frankie for a gallon of sweet tea or one of them damn Mountain Dew energy drinks you like to drink. Kickstart. 2 kickstarts.
One for me, one for Jesper.
All right. Bet.
We'll do it on we'll do it on the qualifying.
No, it's got to be on the show.
No. We can do another one for the show, but we'll do it on the qualifying. 3 games. Mano
I'm
a
a sucker
mano.
for a bet. I'm a DGN. I'll take the bet. Let's do it.
All right. Sounds good.
See you
Come
guys.
on, mate. Take it easy.
All right.
Bye.
All right, out there. Again, support your business, small business, and bowling centers. And when you have an opportunity and have a choice, we'd appreciate if you would support the sponsors that support us: Storm, Rotogrip, Niner Global, Vice, Turbo, Coolwick, 3G Shoes, Master, Bowler Smart, and Mark Baker Bowling.
It's amazing that that's the one you struggle to pronounce.
You'd think. The guy's made me enough money over the years, keeping me halfway in line. You'd think I could spit that one out. But Kyle, as always, entertaining. Even without the fro, plenty of personality to go around. So can't wait. So we'll bowl this weekend. We'll come back to you on Tuesday. We got a couple of ideas lined up for you. I think you're going to enjoy what we got next. So until next time, stay safe, stay healthy. God bless.